The following podcast is a Dear Media production.
Hello, and welcome back to your favorite podcast, D-Influence. Hi, my little beefcake.
I'm kind of scared of you this episode.
Why? I just called you a beefcake.
I know, but you just heard that. You heard that 2 seconds ago.
Well, we were looking at the comments from last week, and somebody said, watching this on my big screen in my living room, and Jordan's a little beefcake, which means that you're a hottie. They're calling you a hottie.
Never in my 34 years of life has that ever happened. And I have worked so hard for this moment. I only need that one comment.
Yeah.
I'm good now.
Yeah.
That's all I needed.
But how does it feel?
I guess I think that I just am, honestly, I'm more like methodical of like, what did I do different? Because I've been trying for like 3 years. You know what I did?
Your hair was a little messy.
Oh, that's hilarious. I was going to say I added butter to my diet.
Oh, okay. Well, that too.
Yeah.
Have you told them about your Buttergate?
I think I did. Buttergate.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah. Where I wasn't eating any fats.
Yeah,
and my body was just shutting down.
Jordan was eating straight up protein for like 6 months.
No, ChatGPT said that I out-disciplined my metabolism.
Yeah, that's so Jordan. He's very disciplined with these things and went overboard. And anyway, his body was basically storing every single little piece of fat because he didn't have enough. He wasn't eating enough fats.
Someone told me it was giving serial killer vibes.
I think we all said that.
Yeah, we saw
when
that.
people can eat the same thing every meal and every day, it's a little creepy.
I don't know why. I tend to get really hyper fixated on things. Have you noticed that about me?
Babe.
Like, let me tell you a story. This cup, okay? So we just got our lake house.
You do become like really obsessed with things.
No, Dani, let me tell you something. This cup is from Merit Coffee Shop, okay? Free shout out. This cup is part of my daily routine. It is the perfect amount of thickness and like warmth. Like I don't need a what is it called? A coffee sleeve to go over it. So I have asked every employee at Merit, where did you get these cups? And they're all like,
we know like the founders of the company. You could just
no, they need to tell me. So listen,
yeah, okay.
It's been a week-long investigation.
Okay.
I want these cups for our lake house, and I want to get the Ramirez Ranchita.
That's not the name of our lake house.
Branded on top of it.
Okay.
And so I've asked every Merit employee, where do they get the cups? And they all have been like, sir, we don't know.
We just work here.
We just work here.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, can you ask the owners? And they're like, yeah, we'll ask the owners. And then I'll come back the next day and I'm like, hey, did you ever ask the owners? And they're like, who are you?
Yeah.
So anyway, I've been trying to investigate these cups. There's a little sleeve here. I have gone as far as I ripped this whole sleeve off to see if there's a manufacturer.
It's like made in China.
Nothing. So then I found it and there's a minimum order quantity of 100,000. And I was like, Dani would get really mad.
And like you would though.
I thought about it. And then what I said is there's got to be another way. On Amazon, do you know how much this cup is?
For one?
For one.
$2.99.
No, $141 for this cup, which I think is like a scam. So then I went to the reseller market and I was like, are these cups anywhere? And I can get 1,000 of them, but they would be unbranded.
Okay.
So anyway, it's been fun.
Oh my God, Jordan has so many rabbit holes / obsessions that he'll become obsessed with something for 2 weeks. And then he's on to and you do get really fixated. Like he's so fixated on making sure that every single bathroom in our lake house has a plunger. And I'm like, babe, plungers are gross. Like,
did you get rid of, we're 4 short. And I've been trying to figure out how I'm going to order them without you sending them back.
If you put, I am on my period right now, and I can't deal with this right now. Like, I can't deal with a man that wants to put a plunger in every bathroom. Like, that is so gross. Like, you only need one plunger for the house. Okay.
Can I ask you something?
Maybe you can put one underneath the sink in the guest bathroom if somebody has an accident. But babe, since I've known you, we've never needed like a plunger. Like, do you clog a lot of toilets or something like that I don't know about? Because you are so obsessed with plungers in every bathroom. Okay,
honestly, the other thing is, did you hide the poopery? I ordered it from Amazon and
Jordan,
then I found it hidden.
I don't want poopery everywhere
in every bathroom.
in every single bathroom. Like Well, first of all, I already put it in the guest bathroom. Okay. I've already put it in the bathrooms that need it. And you keep ordering more and more poopery. This kid is so obsessed with the bathroom experience at our lake house. I'm like, why do you not care about the bathroom experience in our own home?
Our
guest bathroom is good. The guests will be fine. They don't need a plunger. They don't need I
don't know why you won't let me manage the experience of guest staying at the lake house.
Because oh my gosh, Jordan, babe, your experience, the last time that we had friends over, he wanted to eat steak on paper plates with plastic silverware.
No, that's all we had at the moment.
No, we didn't.
I already ordered custom plates.
But that's
Ramirez Ranchita.
Ew, I can't. It's like it's like a frat house. It's like what this place is turning into.
What?
It's turning into a frat house.
Wait.
Where like the plungers are just like out in the middle of the hall. And then we're in a ranchita, even though it's not Spanish looking at all. And everything is branded, but they're like different brands.
Okay, hold on. You also, right before this podcast, Dani got mad and said you're getting rid of all the air filters in the house. I got the air filters.
That was another one.
That was another one.
And the puzzle boards. Okay. So we started puzzling and then it gets these big ass puzzle boards that are so freaking huge. And now we can't put them anywhere because they go on top of the table to put and you know what? We never use them. And he ordered 2. And so now they just stick out from the curtains in our living room. And then he got air purifiers for every single room in our house, which was like sweet in theory, but why didn't you get the small ones?
It was sweet because my wife was dying. She had the flu 17 times. Guys, and I said, I have to fix this.
These air purifiers are like the size of
No, they're the Cadillacs.
They're the size of me. Okay. They're like, like those big, those big trash cans, like that the lid comes, like it's that size. And he gets 8 of them. Okay. 8 air purifiers show up at my door one day, the size of me. So there's 8 me's now that I have to try to place in my house.
No, you were out of town. They showed up when you were out of town. I placed them before you got back.
Babe, the boxes, me and Jenny had to unload the boxes. Remember, they were stacked up, covering up our living room. So then you put them and he tries to hide them. So he puts them behind the curtains. Well, let me tell you what air purifiers do. They pull in all of the dirty air and they push it back out. So our walls are now officially stained for good. We tried to take a magic eraser to them. The magic eraser won't take it out. It stained all of my curtains, our custom curtains. So it was like sweet in theory, but then I keep pulling them away from the wall because they keep staining them and Jordan keeps pushing them back into the walls.
Well, yeah, I guess why I'm paying attention to the details. In our lives, because you're not detail oriented.
No, but you order so many things that we don't need. And like we don't actually.
Says who? That's the problem.
Says me, we don't actually use them. Where did the puzzle boards ever go?
I will say the air purifiers, you still get the flu all the time. So it didn't help, I will say. But I had to test it.
I know, I need to calm down. I need to take a deep breath.
See, this is why I said I was scared to do this podcast with
I know, I'm sorry.
And it's hard. Okay,
it's my period. Okay, I'm hormonal.
I know, but listen, we need to clarify the timeline of this. Okay. Because we recorded an episode on Monday. This is Friday. So they're going to think this is like you've been on your period for like 10 days. I want everyone to know it's the same week.
No, I started.
I don't want you to get the reputation that you're mad all the time.
Nope. Thank you. I was PMSing on Monday.
Because I care.
Thank you, babe. Okay. I was PMSing on Monday and then it came Wednesday.
Yeah, but it's like worse now. What happened? Does it get worse when it starts? Because I thought that the PMS was before it started.
I don't know. I was better yesterday. It's just the plungers really got to me.
No, it's not just the plungers. It's really just anything. It's my existence.
No, babe, it's actually things that like you're doing though.
But I'm doing so little. Like I literally left the house all day yesterday.
I know, but when you're gone and then all these packages show up, like this new air diffuser thing that you're getting for your car.
No.
Like, no, you got the new air diffuser for your car and all this stuff is just showing up in the mail.
No. Can I tell you? I'll just be honest. It's time that I tell you. It's not an air diffuser. That was a free gift with purchase they gave me. So
is it for the bathrooms?
No.
Oh my God. I'm gonna lose my shit.
So listen, I found this website. It's called hotelcollection.com.
I know. This is something that he would do. He would Google like how to make my house feel like a hotel. No, this is what he would do. And then he would buy all the things from hotelcollection.com.
So listen.
No, I know when I saw
But let me
this.
tell the audience because they might care.
Okay.
There might be other wives that appreciate me out there. So listen, hotelcollection.com, it allows for you to experience the scent of your favorite luxury hotels.
See, I knew it. I knew this.
So here I was. Listen, I'm going to dial our lake house guest experience. It's like going to be like a hotel. When they walk in, they might either smell the One Hotel, which is one of my favorites right now, or the Four Seasons, or the Baccarat Hotel.
You know, all that stuff is toxic too.
I knew you were going to bring that up. That's why I was just going to do it. See if you notice.
I don't want my house to smell like that. I don't want it to smell like anything like that.
Let's just try it out. I think that if people walk in,
this is a frat house. This is a frat house.
It's not. It's a 5-star luxury resort.
No.
It's a 5-star luxury resort.
That's what the frat daddies say too.
But that smells like
no, they put
Bush Light and
no, they do all this stuff.
O'Doul's or no, not O'Doul's. Sorry, they drink.
I just want it to be a classy experience.
Dani, that's what I'm working on. Well, can you just let me cook?
It's not though. Like
let me cook.
No, I don't like when you're cooking. I don't like the way you cook.
Let's just wait until next week. Okay. I think all of this is like, you're going to forget all this. That's why I'm going to keep cooking. And then one day you're going to be like, here's what always happens is you never say, Jordan, you were right. What's going to happen is you're going to like, our guests are going to come to our lake house and they're going to be like, oh my gosh, am I in the One Hotel? Is this the One Hotel Brooklyn? And you're going to say, oh my gosh, no, what I did was I went to Hotel Collection or what we did. And then you'll appreciate it after the fact. But right now is just the in-between process. That's why I don't involve you in the process. I give you the product.
That's why I get upset. I don't feel like I'm involved. And then I can't talk you out of these things.
No, you can't.
And you just do them. And then we waste a lot of money.
They're calculated risk.
No, because I just throw things away. I threw away the 2 air purifiers that are ruining the walls. Dang. I threw away the puzzle boards. I threw away all of those plungers.
In Africa.
I threw away the plungers because I'm not having plungers in every bathroom. So I just I threw away the poopery because I was like, we're not doing this.
I found it. I found it this morning.
I know. I saw what you were doing. You think you're being so sneaky. He walks by and I'm doing Stella's hair and he walks by and he looks at me and I go, what are you doing? And you started making up some story. You're like, it's so weird. Like Amazon was here yesterday and I see you bend over and grab it. And I was like, I'm just not going to say anything because I'll just go back and steal it back.
Did you?
No.
I hit it.
It's just like so funny that you're more worried about this experience than like, what are we going to eat when we get there?
No, I stop at the steak shop. Listen, I don't think this is you. This is not you right now. That's why I have to keep cooking. You're not yourself.
I can't. I feel like I'm being so gaslit right now. Oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
What are we going to do with each other?
Well,
you got to have a sense of humor about it.
Yeah.
You really do.
Yeah. I think our lake house experience is fine just how it is. I really wouldn't add much more.
Okay.
There's nothing worse than like.
You like that waffle maker I got? It's a game changer.
Don't even get me started on that thing. Y'all. Oh my God. He wakes up every morning and makes 54 pancakes and 54 waffles. And then he wakes up and he's like, anybody want waffles? And everybody was like, no, we're good. Like, we don't want any waffles.
Truly,
he's like, I made breakfast this morning. And it's really sweet. And it's a great thought. But no.
The kids don't eat it. So I just end up eating 54 waffles.
And then he's like,
oh my God.
Where's all the eggs? And I'm like, yeah, wasted them on your 54 waffles that you made this morning.
No, it was the minimum batch. It takes 2 eggs. Oh man. Yeah, this is what I mean. It's not anything specific. It's really just at this point in time, it's my entire existence that is just irking. It's okay. Most wives will relate.
No, I mean
the husbands, we all talk about it. We have a Slack channel. We talk about it all the time.
No, you don't.
Yeah, no, we all do.
You have a Slack channel?
Yeah, there's a nationwide fraternity of men who.
You do not have a Slack channel.
Yeah, it's called the PMS Slack, and we all just share our stories.
That's funny.
No, I'm kidding.
You should though.
No, we should. We all encourage each other.
I'm sorry.
Are you?
I don't know.
I know. That's okay.
I'm just going to say it and see if the feelings follow.
Yeah, I don't think they will.
Sometimes they say you just say it, and then like even if you don't mean it, because then one day you'll mean it. We are a family of 5 now. We have 2 toddlers and a baby. There's a lot of things that we need as parents that make parenting way easier. One of the things I actually remember that I put on my registry when I first had Stella, because I had a girlfriend that had a baby before me, and she was like, whatever you do, only do magnetic me onesies. She was like, do not do the snaps, the buttons, nothing else. The magnets make it so much easier. And I like didn't really understand because I hadn't had a baby yet. But I remember I registered for all like the cutest prints for Stella. I remember that she had this one that had butterflies on. I still like have so many pictures of her in this little onesie. Anyway, it made the biggest difference for diaper changes. And so with Stratton, I totally forgot to add those to my registry. And I was like, it made me so upset. It makes the biggest difference. So with Summit, we're back into the magnetic me's. Magnetic Me makes getting everyone dressed and at the door 1,000 times easier. All of their clothes have magnetic closures that make dressing time quick and easy. There's literally no fussing with buttons or zippers. Also, it's the worst when you accidentally zip your baby's skin into like the little zipper. It's the worst. The magnetic closures are so quick and quiet, but on top of that, they are completely safe to use. The magnets are sewn in a way that makes it impossible for them to remove. As y'all have seen on my stories and heard about here on the podcast, getting my toddlers ready for the day can be quite the challenge. Plus, they have the cutest, unique, one-of-a-kind prints. Their prints are designed by female artists around the world, which only makes me love them even more. Not only are these outfits easy to put on my baby, but the fabrics are super soft and sustainable. They're gentle on sensitive skin and the earth too. Stratton has a really cute pair that has magnets on the shoulders, because I don't know if y'all have experienced this with your toddlers, but when you try to raise the shirt above their head and it like gets stuck on their nose and they start screaming, crying. So these actually come undone on their shoulders. It is like the coolest invention. Getting our babies dressed has never been easier than with Magnetic Me. Trust us, you need to order these for your babies. Go to magneticme.com today. New customers will get 15% off their first order. Don't wait. That's magneticme.com.
As we all know, moms are superheroes. Did you hear that? A little superhero. They're caring, protective, supportive, loving, giving, and so much more. Words cannot describe.
Who wrote this?
No, I'm ad-libbing.
Oh, okay, good.
I'm ad-libbing. I'm adding to the words because of how much I feel this. Motherhood looks different for everyone. Some have moms who shape them, some are moms themselves, and some carry the love of motherhood in their hearts in different ways. Whether you're celebrating a mom, remembering one, longing to be one, or navigating motherhood in an unexpected way, moms deserve the best. That's where Cozy Earth comes in. From their temperature regulating bedding to their ultra soft pajamas, Cozy Earth creates comfort that feels like home because home feels like mom. I actually found these sheets while I was trying to find a good solution for Dani's night sweats, and Reddit led me to Cozy Earth, and we never looked back. Didn't get a lot of hate for those purchases. Cozy Earth's bamboo pajamas are the perfect way to wrap the mom you love in comfort and care. Get 40% off with my code Dani. She deserves the best. Did you hear that? Because I meant it. I love her. Picture this. You and your wife have decided this is the year you'll go on that dream vacation to a place that you've been talking about since you got married. But now what? Are you drowning in information in browser tabs, feeling paralyzed and not sure how to pick the best one? This is where Fora comes in. Fora is the modern travel agency, and their advisors have access to the best training, best partners, and best tech, all strengthened by their global community of insiders who share knowledge so that you can have the best trip. Make planning and traveling stress-free at no cost to you. Your Fora advisor cuts through the noise of comparing hotels, finding the perfect dinner reservation, and the nitty-gritty that goes along with it. They have all your confirmation numbers handy, room preferences squared away, and are the one to make sure you are picked up right from the airport terminal, even when your flight is 4 hours late. Unlock hand-picked recommendations and VIP perks like room upgrades, late checkout, and resort credits at over 7,000 preferred hotel partners, including most of your go-tos and your dream properties worldwide, all tailored to you at no extra cost. Whether you love or hate planning your vacations, family getaway, or wellness retreat for you and your besties, Fora is here to help you. So whether you are looking to plan a trip or build a business planning trips, visit foratravel.com/Dani and let them know you came from Dani to learn what it means to travel upgraded. That's FORA travel.com/Dani and let them know you came from Dani, because great travel doesn't just happen, it's planned. Yeah, no, this is why hobbies are so important. Because if I can distract myself with hobbies, then I won't take any of it personally.
Is your
No,
hobby
good.
like buying unnecessary shit?
Well,
I'm just curious.
it's all framing, I guess. I was going to say my hobby was really perfecting the experience for our guests before Memorial Day
But the art,
in the lake house.
our guest experience is so
Also, my
unnecessary.
hobby was figuring out how to make waffles. And you hate it.
Babe, y'all, his
Oh,
waffles.
man.
Your waffles were so spongy.
I know. I can't figure out
They
why.
were so bad.
Figure out why.
And then we had 54 of them.
You know what? I think I bought a cheap waffle maker. I think I need to go.
Oh God. Y'all, it's like one of those like professional waffle makers. It's like,
Oh my gosh.
anyway.
It's so funny.
So
And it's so funny too. You know why it's so funny? Is because to me, all of these things that I'm doing truly are a labor of love.
oh please, you do them for yourself. You do them for yourself.
No, that's what you tell yourself to be mad at me. But what they're not. They're labors of love. I'm like, oh, you know what? Like this will be such a fun experience.
But I feel that way too when I'm like getting rid of all of like the crap in our house and all the necessary things. I'm like, this is a labor of love.
yeah,
Nobody wants to live in a cluttered home
yeah,
with plungers everywhere.
totally.
You know. Moving on.
PMS talk.
PMS talk. Okay, so I had a style session with Alex. I
I
hadn't
just
seen
had
her in a
deja
while.
vu.
I hate when that happens.
Trippy.
Trippy.
Keep going. I already know what you're gonna say though. Telepathy.
I had a stylist session with Alex this morning for the ACMs,
Oh, cool.
American Country Music Awards.
Yeah, you didn't invite me, right?
Would you want to go?
No.
I know, I figured.
Well, is it this week or next week?
It's on Thursday next week.
I would have probably gone.
I can get another ticket.
Yeah. Go with your girls.
It does feel like kind of like a go with the girls event.
Yeah, for sure.
I invited a couple of my friends and I'm excited. My dress that I'm gonna wear is really fun.
This is probably your biggest event since 3 Babies, yeah?
Yeah, I mean it's a pretty it's of the award shows, it's pretty chill.
Right.
People wear like bell bottoms. Lainey Wilson wore like jeans last year. But it's cool. It's cool to see. I saw Dolly Parton last time I went. That was sweet. Like she was wearing that like cowgirl outfit or like the cowboy cheerleader outfit.
Did I ever talk about on the podcast Dolly Parton's husband? Or did I just tell you?
Oh yeah.
She's been married for like 50 years.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And her husband like has never been involved in like any of her public stuff. Like they
Yeah.
had this wonderful marriage and it's just like she has like this stardom thing
Mm-hmm.
and he's just totally respectful of it. I think he's like maybe look it up. Is he like I think he's like a blue collar guy. Like
Like a
he
farmer?
just like works and has like a normal job.
Yeah.
And like they just have this like really cool
Marriage.
marriage.
How do you know?
I think I learned about this on Twitter. Is it true? No.
Maybe
Oh, he
that's why
just
they were
passed
talking about
away.
it.
That's probably why they were talking. Yeah.
Was
Did he own the
paving or
business?
did he own it?
Oh, you know what? So he owned an asphalt laying company. Company. He probably was like rolling though.
Yeah.
He's probably rolling in the
I
bucks.
feel like there's a lot of asphalt
yeah,
in the world.
yeah. He's probably rolling.
What a funny
kinda-
word, asphalt.
I know. But I just thought that was so cool. And she also has like really strict rules. Like, didn't she tell Kelsey Ballerini she would do a duet with her, but she doesn't like say the Lord's name in vain or cuss?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, she's really cool.
Yeah.
And also, I'm pretty sure her hair is a wig.
Oh, that I didn't know. I mean, I would believe it.
I know that because someone interviewed for Divvy, and she had this awesome campaign idea. She was like, I want to work with Dolly Parton because did you know she wears wigs and she'd be perfect for Divvy.
That would be, that would be like, it's raining outside, so it's getting a little relaxed over here. That would be a dream Divvy partnership. That might be like my top goal now in life.
She is, because she's just kind of like a hard worker. She kind of stays in her lane, but I think she's probably very well respected in the entertainment business.
I have been thinking about this lately, like movies that need to be made.
Yeah.
And like we need a movie about Dolly Parton.
I know. Why
There's
aren't
so
there
many
ones?
like bad movies out there these days when I feel like they should be making just like, what do they call them? Autobiographies of people?
Biopics.
Yeah. Is auto when somebody writes it about you and then
No, auto is when you write it by yourself.
Oh, sorry. Learned that in like kindergarten. I forgot. Yeah, I feel like we just need to be like making movies. Like I want like a movie about Steve Jobs. I want a movie about Dolly Parton. I want a movie about I don't know, a lot of things because before like the guy that just Timothy Chalamet played, what's his name? The really famous guy, Bob Dylan.
Yeah.
Like I didn't know anything about his life, and now I'm like a Bob Dylan pro. Same with Elvis.
Yeah, he's weird too. Like he won a Nobel Prize
and like didn't show up or something.
And didn't show up to the ceremony.
I know because you know why? I think after like there's some people that get famous that like just understand that none of it matters.
Yeah.
And then there's some people that just like keep like steering on the hamster wheel. And I think like Bob Dylan was just like, it's same with Willie Nelson. They're just like super famous, but they're like,
Yeah, he just kind of bought a ranch. He has people out to it.
Yeah.
Smokes weed. Yeah.
And then there's people like Justin Bieber that get stuck. For the Kardashians, they're stuck.
Yeah. Well, the Kardashians though are still like growing.
Oh yeah, I just bought that cloud popcorn, the protein popcorn. Khloe Kardashian. It's pretty good.
Who was telling us that she was buying her?
Oh, Kim Kardashian. Skims just bought Skin, I believe. Right?
Jeez.
Yeah. Yeah. So she bought back her company.
It's crazy.
Yeah. So well, we need a movie about Dolly. That would be who would play Dolly Parton? Maybe Reese Witherspoon.
Oh.
Maybe.
Very good. Didn't we on this podcast theorize that the best next move for Travis Kelce was for him to start a fashion house? Wasn't that my idea?
Yeah, you had that idea.
He did it.
He did.
He did it for sure.
Would you buy Travis Kelce's clothes?
No, because I think right now it's like t-shirts.
Oh, but that'd be cool.
No, but are they cool? I don't know.
Wait, let's see. What's his brand?
I think it's called like he had it. Oh shoot. Okay, he had it. My bad. I thought, man, he's been listening to the podcast. Him and Taylor just sitting with it on their TV.
They're like de-influenced.
Saying, look at this beefcake.
Yeah, look at
our boy Jordan.
Yeah. They're like, Jordan always has the best ideas. Yeah. I saw Travis Kelce was playing golf with Justin Timberlake. I always forget that they're good buddies. I think that's so interesting.
Are they?
Yeah, they've been buddies for a while. They play golf together a lot, especially with Jimmy Fallon too.
Weird.
Yeah, they're all buddies. Justin and Jimmy, they go way back.
I wonder how many like people in entertainment are privately friends but not publicly friends. Like who would be good private friends that you could see like them hanging out, but they're not publicly like known as being good friends?
Yeah.
Like Jimmy Fallon and Justin Timberlake are known to be good friends.
Yeah. Huh. There's always these like random people.
I know.
I feel like Jamie Kern Lima and Oprah are good friends.
Oh, really? Man, she knows everyone.
Oprah or Jamie?
Jamie.
Yeah, she just had Meghan Markle on her podcast, and Meghan showed up with like no makeup and her sweats, and I was like, okay, she must be a de-influence fan because that's what I do.
Well, yeah, for sure. So is Jamie Kern Lina? Is she a billionaire?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
She sold.
That's why. They all like hang out at some club. They all have to have a note. Like maybe they have a Slack channel or something.
Yeah, the Billionaires.
Yeah. How do they all know each other?
Yeah. Speaking of Billionaires, I did watch Mark Zuckerberg on Theo Von. That was interesting. The podcast that the more I learn about Mark Zuckerberg and the more he talks, the more I feel a little bad for him. Like I feel like he's just trying really hard, and it was like a pretty cringy interview. And not because he said anything bad. he just didn't say anything good.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It just
He's probably
kind of gave me like a little
deep
bit
down.
of the ick. Actually, I did like this one thing he said because, sorry, I gotta get comfortable. So Theo Von was really struggling that interview too. Like, it was just so much awkwardness. Like, and then at one point, like, Theo's like, I'm really nervous. And Mark's like, I'm really nervous too. Like, and it was just kind of, and then Theo goes, he goes, Mark, you're something like, you're a pretty awkward guy. Like, isn't it kind of funny that you're like created Facebook, but you're not very good at like being social, and it's like a social media app.
Oh, that's hilarious.
But I liked what Mark Zuckerberg said. He was like, actually, sometimes like some of like the nerdiest, most quiet, like least social people actually understand social dynamics the best.
That's
because
true.
they are observing, and he understands what people want more than anyone. Even though he's maybe not the most popular guy or the most talkative guy, he actually is like a genius when it comes to like social dynamics and communication, because he can observe and see, okay, this is exactly what people want to implement in their life. And he's like, yeah, I might not be good at communicating, but I am good at socialization, essentially.
Yeah, that's very true.
You guys, I'm so excited to tell you about this next brand. Y'all know I'm always on the look for new snacks and drinks that the kids and I can enjoy. Well, Simply Pop is our new go-to prebiotic soda. Simply Pop is for the fruit juice lovers, with 6 grams of prebiotics to support gut health, zinc and vitamin C to support immune health, and no added sugar. It makes this drinkable treat an automatic favorite in our house. I personally love their citrus punch flavor. Simply Pop is a soda that I can feel good about my family drinking. It's refreshing, naturally flavored with juice, and non-GMO, which is a huge win in my book. Plus, it's the perfect poolside beverage. Our fridge will be stocked with all their fruity flavors because we can't get enough. For flavor that pops, D-Influence chooses Simply Pop. Go to cokeurl.com, that's COKEURL.com/simplypop to find out where you can try it.
With 3 kids, we are so excited to be using the Nanit for our baby monitor. You all know we have a full house with a 4-year-old, 3-year-old, and a newborn, so it is extra important that we have a baby monitor we can trust. My busy parents know it's so hard to leave your babies for work, but with Nanit, I can keep an eye on things at home and check right in from their app when I'm on the go. It truly gives us so much peace of mind, especially since having Summit and going from 2 to 3 babies in our house. The Nanit baby monitor has won over 25 awards in 2024 alone, including from the New York Times, Wirecutter, Parents Magazine, and The Skim. But Nanit isn't just a high-definition camera, it also monitors your baby's sleeping and breathing patterns. Plus, it helps you not miss any of the baby milestones. With all these tools, Nanit makes more sleep for your baby and you possible. Nanit parents tend to get an extra 36 nights of sleep per year, and Nanit babies sleep 10% longer. Of course, we have one for Baby Summit, but we've also been using the Nanit for Stella and Stratton, and it's just as effective for the toddler stage. This product seriously changed the parenting game. The Nanit baby monitor is the MVP of baby gear. It's the one baby item we can't live without. And of course, we have a special offer for our listeners. Get 20% off your first order with code BABY20. That's BABY20 at nanit.com now. NANIT.com.
This episode of D-Influence is brought to you by Huggies Little Snugglers. Huggies is the only leading brand with all-around blowout protection for sizes 1 and 2. All my parents out there know that there's nothing worse than a blowout, and we talked about this before, but a blowout in the car seat while you're driving is quite possibly one of the worst things that will ever happen to you. This is where Huggies comes in. They're a brand that you can trust to handle any baby blowout. You shouldn't have to live your life worrying about how you'll deal with the next inevitable blowout. Ease your blowout anxiety by switching to Huggies Little Snugglers. Huggies Little Snugglers are up to 100% leak-proof with blowout protection in the front and back on sizes 1 and 2, so you can feel confident relying on them for your little ones. Plus, Huggies knows baby's skin is super sensitive and prioritizes your baby's skin health, aiming to keep them clean and safe. Huggies Little Snugglers, now with blowout protection in every direction. Sizes 1 and 2. Huggies, we got you, baby. Y'all know I've been super open about my breastfeeding journey and how personal it is for each and every mama. And the craziest thing, too, when it comes to breastfeeding and your babies is that what you did for one baby what your one baby might need is totally different for the second baby. Like I've actually put my babies on different formulas, like different schedules. Stratton had like digestion problems, like still does. So it really is so personal. Feeding is hard enough for us mamas. So instead of judging, let's support whatever journey is best for each individual. This is why I love Bobby formula. Actually, I did see that like the founder of Bobby just went on, I think it was like the Skinny Confidential or some podcast, which I think is so cool. Whether you're exclusively formula feeding, combo feeding, or just needing a backup can in the pantry, Bobby has your back. Bobby's formulas are USDA organic, clean label certified, and modeled after breast milk, so they're easy on tiny tummies. Choose from Bobby's OG, much loved organic original infant formula, their grass-fed whole milk recipe, their gentle option for sensitive bellies, or their exciting new organic whole milk recipe, the world's first and only. I also love that Bobby is a proudly mom-founded and mom-led team that set a new standard for infant formula. Over 500,000 parents trust Bobby to nourish their babies, and they're just getting started. Looking for a formula and want to try Bobby? Bobby has an exclusive offer just for D-Influence listeners. First, visit www.hibobby.com to find the recipe that fits your journey. Then apply promo code DANNY to get an additional 10% off your first purchase. That's HIBOBBIE.com.
But I think, tell me if this is true about him. I think he's just deep down, I think he's just a big nerd.
Oh, 100%.
I think that he's been that his whole life. I think he's still that. Like, I mean, talk about someone who gets like hyper fixated on something.
Mm-hmm.
He got really into like grilling,
right? Fighting. He's really into fighting right now.
But he like created his own ranch, I think in Hawaii, just to get like the perfectly raised cow to slaughter.
Babe, if you were a billionaire, you would do shit like that nonstop.
No, for sure. I'm already testing the waters.
It's so scary.
I can't wait. No, my ideas are going to change the world when I just have a little bit more resources.
It is crazy. He created an underground like bunker in Hawaii.
No, that's what billionaires do. Like they're just hyper fixated on these problems.
These like projects.
And I truly think that there is like I think that it's kind of like you mommy bloggers. Like I really think that Elon, Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg, all these guys are just like, they're like, Elon is so cool right now. Like I need to be cool. And then he's like, let me get thick rimmed glasses. He's like, I can't just have thick rimmed glasses. I got to make meta ones.
Yeah.
I honestly think that they are all trying to
just up each other.
Yeah. Kind of like compete for this like bro demographic they're going after. But like, I really think we've talked about this. I think the space thing with Jeff Bezos was ego driven. I think Mark Zuckerberg going on Theo is ego driven.
Yeah.
I think Elon's probably I don't know. Sometimes I feel like he's the most like not doing it for ego purposes.
What do you think about the Meta glasses?
I don't know. It kind of makes me uncomfortable because I don't know who's going to be recording me.
Oh.
At any moment.
Because they record?
Yeah. Like we had a TaskRabbit come over and someone called him and he was like, oh, sorry. And like tapped his glasses. And I was like, are you recording this?
What?
Which I wasn't. I mean, it was fine. I was just having a conversation with them, but it
ooh, that kind of, especially like if you think about it, it's like if you have a service worker come over and then they could film your whole house and then you would know where each door is.
Totally. Yeah.
Ooh, I don't like that.
I know.
What kind of glasses did he have?
The Ray-Ban Meta ones.
Wait, they're already out?
Yeah, babe, they've been out for like 2 years.
Oh.
He was wearing them in the podcast.
Oh, those are them? Man,
yeah.
They're thick.
Well, because there's a bunch of technology in there.
So he was saying that everything in the future is going to be holograms.
Yeah, that's his big bet.
He wants to get rid of like all screens.
Yeah.
You think that will happen?
Well, so I could be wrong about this, but like, okay, so Elon is saying that it's not going to be holograms. It's going to be like a direct link into your brain with Neuralink.
I think
so. He's saying no screens, no touch, no visuals, just straight into your brain. Mark is saying holograms. Jeff, I don't know what he's saying.
So you're saying Elon Musk is the Antichrist?
Well, I mean, that Neuralink thing is, I don't know how I feel about it. I used to be like, I totally want it, like juice my brain. Like I could listen to things. I wouldn't have to listen to things at 3x speed. I could learn so fast with that thing. But now I'm like, well, then someone's like literally hacking my brain. I don't know. like risk reward.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
I want those glasses.
And then what's going to happen is that the people who have Neuralink will like be far superior to anyone who doesn't. So then it's going to be social proof that like, oh, you're analog. That's sad. You have to read at this space. Like,
I kind of feel that way for people that are still paying people for services, like to make your child a schedule for eating and sleeping, like a sleep schedule. Like you just ask ChatGPT. Like I got these like one of our kids was sick and I got this whole, like the doctor was trying to convince me to do all these things. And I was like, listen, I'm not doing another vaccine.
Listen.
Okay. And so I was like, can you just send me the results? And cause she was just kind of being not the doctor, but one of the nurses, she was being a certain type of way, you know? And so I just like uploaded a ChatGPT and it told me exactly what my child was low in or whatever. Like, it's just like wild. I was like, I don't even need you, doctor.
Yeah.
But I still do because, you know, I've been getting really sick lately. So I do need the doctors. But
yeah, ChatGPT and all the doctors in the country are pretty stumped on your immune system.
Yes. ChatGPT too. I did ask.
Oh, but tell them what your best new theory is. Sad.
I think I have breast implant illness.
Yep.
Yeah. So I'm going to talk to my doctor. We'll probably be getting those bad boys out.
Sad.
It's a whole thing.
Took me a while to.
No, I was in denial too for the first year.
Yeah.
But I was also pregnant half the year. And then the symptoms are still happening, even though I'm like super healthy now.
I know.
And so,
I mean,
and we even have air purifiers to prove it.
True.
You know, those things didn't even really help.
True.
But you know what might be making me sick is all the poopery and the fragrance in the air from the hotelcollection.com.
They're not here. They're at the lake house. So we'll test that once you go this week.
No, so that I'm really bummed about that.
Are you for sure getting them out?
Probably. And then if I still get sick, I'll put them back in. And I'll go bigger. Just kidding. Just kidding.
She's not, to be clear. She's not kidding. But are you sad about that? Because it was a pretty big decision to do it. And you were so excited about how your clothes fit.
It wasn't really that big of a decision, though. I really don't care that much, like, to be honest.
About getting them out?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the biggest difference it made was for you.
I know. Honestly, I'm glad you brought that up because
I really don't care.
I'm mourning it because if you think about the timeline of the breast augmentation, it happened in January. You were pregnant in February.
Yeah.
You know, hormones. You know,
I was pregnant in like May, not February.
Oh, okay. So yeah, we got 6 months.
You got 3 or 4 months out of it. Yeah.
Here I was thinking it was a lifetime. Silly me.
Silly you. Yeah.
Super greedy of me.
That's what happens. No.
Yeah, you're right. The Lord was like, you're idolizing these. I'm going to take them away. And I was like, okay, God, I understand.
No, so
I surrender.
Yeah, so I don't really care that much. I'm like, I would much rather feel good every day, but yeah, so we'll see. And I'm not like sold that that's the thing that it is, but I'm willing to try it. I don't know what else. I'm getting into this what do you call it? An immune specialist, essentially. This like world class doctor. But I scheduled him like a month ago and his soonest availability was December 31st.
Hey,
kick
off the new year right.
I was like, okay, great. So I'll be going to him, but by that time I'll probably have gotten them out. So yeah, that's been going on. You know, I am a little frustrated because I did what I said I was going to do and I picked out all the rugs for our house. And they're pretty amazing if I do say so myself, the rugs I've picked out. But I ordered that one from Anthropology, the one for our dining room, and it came all crinkly, wrinkly. So we reached out to customer support. They're like, we'll give you 10% off. I'm like, this rug was like $1,500. That's like $150 off. That's nothing.
Yeah.
I'm like, looks pretty bad. Or they're like, you can pay to return it. And I'm like, why do I have to pay to return it? Why do I have to go through all of the trouble of rolling it back up and shipping it back out now? So I'm kind of frustrated. I'm like, I should have just used our designers like I said I was going to.
I'm so sorry that happened. Before you get your breast out, maybe we should change out our rugs because there's a lot of lingering Lola pee.
That was one of
Truly,
yeah.
it could be that. So let's not make any rash decisions.
Maybe, okay.
Let's switch out the rugs. Let's like really be scientific methodical about this before we jump to DEFCON 1.
I know. I mean, I did get rid of a lot of the toxic products in our house.
True.
You know, some I left here and there.
But that Lola pee it was
pretty bad.
It's pretty bad.
We were just rolling in it.
Yeah.
So I was kind of bummed about that one. I'm like, ugh, this is what customer support's like. It's wild. Oh, we had something very big happen.
We did?
Divvy launched our strand plumper. Guys, if you haven't, it might be my favorite product.
We did launch. Oh, sorry. D2C. Yes. Because it launched in Ulta with Beyonce.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Divvy launched our strand plumper on our website. We had an exclusive launch with Ulta for a month, but a lot of you guys didn't know about that. So now you can get it directly from our website. And it is kind of like our version of a styling cream. It is so good. It's also really crazy that we launched a product. And yesterday we had a launch party to like launch the product and I didn't go.
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
It's bigger than you now, babe.
I know. And nobody asked where I was.
Yeah. Everyone's like, oh my gosh. Like they're like, who's Dani?
Yeah.
No, that's great though.
No, it's great. That's exactly what we wanted. We were at the lake house and I met this lady by the pool. And like, you know, after 30 minutes of talking, she's like, what do you do? And I was like, oh, my husband and I own a hair care company. And she was like, oh, which one? I was like, Divvy. And she was like, Dani, I have Divvy like here at the lake house. Like it's all that we use. And she had no idea who I was.
You know, we're also doing in the month of May, launching television
ads.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, this is huge.
Big deal.
Big
leagues.
This is a big leagues. Like we're going to be doing scalp serum on TV ads.
I don't know what product it'll be, but you will start to learn about Divvy through like Hulu, YouTube, like all the Prime TV, all the platforms.
Oh, that's so cool.
I know.
It's
big time.
Gosh. And then we're going to do a Super Bowl ad.
Probably not, but maybe.
Maybe one day.
Do you miss being a part of it in a larger way? Like, I mean, I know it's so...
No, I feel very involved still.
No, I know you're involved in the behind the scenes, like the product and like you single-handedly...
Like the shiny stuff?
Yeah, like do you...
I just had a shoot there on Tuesday, but...
No, I mean like, but do you miss like being like needed for all of the major things that Divvy launches?
I don't feel like I've ever, like, I feel like the way we built the business was not to be needed for every single major thing, for all the big decisions. I feel like I'm either very, very high level or I'm like in product development.
Yeah.
And when I say high level, it's like, let's work with this retailer or let's change the color of this or let's do a limited edition or let's, you know, whatever. Or I'm involved in like something very, very, very specific. But like, I don't think I've ever been. Did it hurt your
feelings that you were not at the event?
No, I created it. I have absolutely no ego when it comes to Divvy. Like I created Divvy so that it could, you know, be an amazing product that runs on its own.
Yeah.
Like I didn't want to be like the face of Divvy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I've been talking to
Although I do really want to have my picture on the things at Target. That's cool.
I think they are.
It is.
Yeah, they are.
That was like my one thing that, you know how like you like picture things. Do you want
to be on the TV commercials?
No.
Are you sure?
If you want me, it's cool. But you know, it's like,
do you want to be on it?
No, it's fine. It's fine. Like, it's like whatever the brand needs. Okay. Like you better put me in those TV commercials.
Yeah, you're gonna see one. You're gonna be like, why am I not on there?
Like that was a great marketing opportunity. No. Yeah, there's something like there's little dreams that I've had like here and there, and like the little Target picture was like that was like a cool moment, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
That was
You should be proud.
Ugh, look at my socks. Ugh, I'm such a mess. Do you know how many days in a row I've worn this sweatsuit?
3?
No, I would say like probably 9 or 10. Not this same one. I have like 4 and I just rotate them.
Do you wash them?
Yeah. I wash them and then I rotate. It's kind of like your Abercrombie t-shirts.
Yeah, for sure. This is Fiore.
It's kind of sad though. I used to get dressed up every day. And then I had children.
I'm trying to figure out if I asked you this question last night. Like, you're definitely like moving into mom mode, trad wife mode. You still work, of course, but like I've been trying to kind of gauge your contentment level in this kind of new rhythm. I think you're pretty happy.
I'm great.
Are you really?
Yeah, 100%.
Because sometimes you're most honest on the podcast.
No, I'm very happy. I called yesterday. I'm signing up for tennis lessons.
For you.
I'm getting my boobs out. I'm going to the ACMs. The only thing I really need to focus on is getting back to working out. That one's a hard one. Like when you've been off the train for so long, it's like.
Are you gonna run?
See, here's the thing. My uterus, it don't allow that right now.
Really?
Yeah, it's sad. I honestly can't even really jump.
By the way, I'm not asking if you're gonna run, insinuating anything. She loves to run. I just want to clarify that.
Yeah. No, running is like very therapeutic for me. Yeah. It has always been my exercise of choice, but it's so crazy. Like after 3 babies, it just doesn't feel the same down there.
Is that a timing thing, or is that
like it looks the same? It doesn't feel the same.
I know, but will it progress to where like in 3 months you can run?
I think so. I'm just like hoping for that. Yeah, but it's like anything that like skipping is also like a big no.
When are you skipping?
I don't know. I've tried to skip a couple of times and like it really got me.
Oh no.
Got me good. So I think I need to stick to like low impact, like Pilates and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But then, with some, it's like sleep regression or whatever is going on in life. And then with all the sickness I've had, it's a hard season to be healthy.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'll just be unhealthy.
Yeah. Tonight you said that you wanted to get a pizza and watch. What's that new show we're watching?
Oh, it's so good. Your Friends and Neighbors.
Yeah. Very good.
Very good. I've been trying to get you to watch that with me for like weeks.
I know. I was on my phone and you were not happy.
I really wasn't. I love John Hamm.
Yeah, he's great.
He's so good.
Is he a good guy in person?
I don't know.
Yeah, like decent guy.
We need to have there needs to be like.
Did you ever watch Mad Men?
Oh yeah, it was so good.
You'd love it. Yeah.
No, such a good show. Like.
Yeah, he's kind of he seems like a cool guy.
Yeah, I agree. Like, yeah. What if he actually? Isn't it so crazy when you're watching a movie and then you actually find out that the person's British? Have you ever done that?
Oh yes,
like Andrew Garfield, like Spider-Man, and then he's like, I'm like watching an interview and he's like British, and I'm like, what?
I know, that is crazy.
It's
John
so
Hamm's
weird.
not though.
No, I know, but like I could see him secretly being British.
Mm-hmm.
I hate when that happens. I don't know why. It's just always such a shocker. Should we get into the podcast episode? Okay. Oh,
these dual episode weeks are always tough.
Yeah, it's like we just podcasted, so it's like we don't really have all that to talk about.
It's like we're not interesting enough yet.
Oh. We should definitely be talking about
what?
Fart walks.
What is that? I don't really like this type of humor. You know that about me.
Says the guy that puts a poopery in every single bathroom and a plunger in every single bathroom.
Yeah, so that people don't have to feel shame. Thoughtful guest experience.
Jordan, people that...
No, truly. Thoughtful guest experience.
People that... Okay, I think it's great, like what you're like insinuating.
I'm very thoughtful.
But people don't come over and just do that in every single bathroom.
Right. But if they eat a bad fluffy waffle and something happens, I want them to feel protected in the space of our lake house.
Fart walks, or walking after eating, are short strolls that can improve digestion and regulate blood sugar levels. This is not an April Fool's joke, by the way. They encourage the movement of food through the digestive tract and may help reduce post-meal gas and bloating. Additionally, walking after eating can help prevent blood sugar spikes, potentially lowering the risk of type 2 diabetes. The viral trend was coined fart walk by Canadian cookbook author Marilyn Smith. Despite the silly name, doctors say it can have health benefits like those mentioned before, as well as keeping your intestines moving and preventing constipation. The reason why I wanted to talk about this is not because of fart walks, is because when we were in Turks and Caicos,
Mm-hmm.
something happened for the first time ever in our marriage. Ever.
Oh my gosh. What?
Ever, y'all. Ever.
I'm trying to think of what. Oh, I walked in on you peeing.
So Jordan
For
and I
sure, yes.
don't pee in front of each other.
No.
I started burping in front of him, so that did start happening. We don't do any bodily functions in front of each other.
No.
Never have. Not one time. We have never peed in front of each other in 7 years of marriage. 7 years of marriage. It's like, and I don't even know like how we did that because the amount of times that we've like stayed in a hotel room and like both like just there's like one bathroom and it's just like sometimes like connected to the main room. Never peed in front of each other. I literally say, hey Jordan, I'm going to the bathroom. Because this bathroom that we stayed in this like little villa and it had no door on the bathroom.
Yeah.
And Jordan goes, okay. And I go sit down, I pee, and he just walks right in. And I was like, after 7 years, like this is the way it's going to go?
You know what? Not that bad. Didn't change anything for me. Totally fine.
What did you think?
I don't know. I think that my methodology
You just didn't have sisters growing up either.
coming into marriage was that it was like, if you protect that and you like isolate from those functions, you kind of keep the romance alive for longer.
Oh.
That was like how I thought about it is I was like, oh, it's so unnecessary. Like why not just like protect this space, hold space, as they say, you know? And so, yeah. And honestly, for sure, like the first year, like I was going to do that because, you know, you're like newly married and you like want to stay like hot and cool for the other person. And then it kind of just became a habit. And then it just carried on for 7 years. And I was like, man, has it been 7 years? But I don't think we're alone.
So the funny thing, no, we're definitely alone. I've never met another couple that does that.
It's super 50-50, I bet.
Oh, I've never met another couple that doesn't.
People should go in the comments and say yes or no. And like we can kind of survey. I guarantee you.
I've never met another couple.
It's 50-50.
Okay, I love that. The other.
Well, sorry. Like, I mean, do you want to be on the other side of the 50?
No, I don't care. I'm just saying.
Like, so people, when you talk about this with people, they're like, that's weird.
They're like, we did that stuff while in front of each other while we were dating.
Interesting.
Oh, and then the funny thing is, you don't know this, but at the lake house, you were going pee and you didn't shut the door.
Yeah.
So I walked in and you peeing.
It's different for some reason. I feel like it's different for guys.
No, I know, because I only saw you from your back, so I didn't even see anything. But I mean, just heard.
I pee everywhere. I pee on the side of the house. I pee everywhere.
No, you do, but I've never seen you pee.
Oh, I know. I'm very
secretive. Even from the back, where I don't even see anything, but I just know that you're peeing. I've never seen you.
Yeah, I don't know. And this has nothing to do with how I was raised or anything like that. I just have always felt like it's polite to protect the privacy of those moments. I don't know.
Oh, that's so funny.
But do you agree? Like, is this serial killer trait again? I don't know.
No, I don't think it's like serial killer. I think that I would be okay either way, but like I'm not going to lead that in a relationship. Like I feel like the guy always leads that.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
No,
so like,
no.
I'm not
going to. There's definitely
to...
different types of guys too.
Majority there's guys, like I dated guys that would like fart on me.
Totally. Oh.
Like
that's strange.
Sorry.
That might be like a different like different issue for that guy.
Not like that, but like would jokingly like walk by and like just do that.
Yeah.
And like as a joke. And I'd be like, oh, stop. Like, you know.
See, I think for me that would change the dynamic of the relationship to be more like brother sister than like romantic partner.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so truly, I've thought about this a lot. It's my thesis.
Okay.
Not that much, but like in our first year of marriage, like it was a strategic thing because in my mind, I'm always thinking like, this is what people typically who've been married for a long time say is like, you have to like keep the romance alive or you're going to like end up becoming roommates or like, you're just going to be ships passing in the night, especially when you're kids. And so like, why would I add another element into the mix that could thwart the romance staying alive? Does that make sense? I'm realizing it's very controlling of me, probably. But like, or maybe it's
No, not at all.
maybe one day it's like something happens and like you see me pee or something, or you see me in the bathroom and I'm like, finally, like I could have had this freedom the whole time. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, well, did you feel about, okay, so like, okay, we're getting ready one day, like we're getting ready and I just go and I sit down and go pee pee while you're blow drying your hair. What would you think?
First of all, how dare you?
What?
I don't blow dry my hair.
Oh.
I do, for sure. I was kidding.
I was like, oh, awkward. Wait,
see.
is that a thing that guys don't
No,
talk about?
honestly, what my guy friends talk about is like it's like one of us like lets it slip that we like use a blow dryer and they're like, oh dude, like me too. And so now all of my guy friends,
Babe.
when we go on trips,
Wait,
it's
Jordan.
like they're all like, who
Babe,
has a blow dryer?
You don't think that people naturally think that you got your hair like that without a blow dryer, right?
Yeah, no, for sure.
Oh, okay, I was just making sure. Like, I was like, jokes on
Well,
you, babe. Like,
no, it's
there's
not
no way
that
it's natural.
I just don't think they ask the question. They're like, they're you know, it's like why not keep the mystery alive how this, you know, how it happens, you know?
Oh, okay.
I just
That's
don't
so
talk
funny.
about
Like
it.
my dad blow dried his hair like when I grew up, as I was growing up too.
I just don't. Growing up, I didn't do it.
Do we
when I
need to
grew up.
normalize men blow drying their hair? Is this
Maybe
thing
in-
that
Maybe in their 30s, but I think a lot of the guys in their 30s do for sure.
no kids did that in high school? Am I wrong?
No, now for sure the kids do, but in high school, when we were in high school, I don't think that
Yes,
they did.
they
Now they do
did.
the Bieber thing.
Babe, I think that
You know?
men did blow dry their hair in high school growing up. It's like not that big of a deal. Guys are so funny.
Yeah, we're just all trying to protect our
And honestly,
masculinity.
you know what I think that men should also like men should be able to do that I
Mhm.
always just feel really bad for them in high school about is like and they can do this, sorry, like, but I just know like some men felt embarrassed to do this
Yeah.
and they shouldn't. It's like if they have a little pimple, you just put a little cover up on that. You know? Sometimes they get these big pimples and I just was like, man, I could just put some concealer right on top of that and nobody would know.
Yeah, I think the root,
I felt that way about my brother. Sometimes I'd be like, just come here. Let me just put a little bit of, and I just felt bad for them because
the root you're getting to is I think that the male ego is far more fragile than most females know. Does that make sense? Like, do you ever think that like I'm fragile?
oh yes.
Oh, you do? Okay.
oh yes.
Because, you know, sometimes I'm like, I don't
started
know
to
if
know-
you know
No,
that I'm fragile.
I started to notice that when you walk in every morning with your shirt off, look in the mirror and go, babe, and flex naked in front of the mirror. I noticed it when you started doing that because when have I ever done that to you? When have I ever gone in front of the mirror and been like, babe?
Well, so no, I mean, and if you want to, that's okay. But like, I think that what I mean by males' egos being fragile is that I think the desire and the need for us to receive affirmation from our spouses is like universal across the board.
Yeah.
Like, I think that if you nitpick or you degrade or
do I degrade you?
no, I'm not saying
I'm
you,
like-
but like
I'm like, are you saying?
no. If
Do I nitpick you?
no, like I'm trying to think of an example. Like if a wife is like, your shirt's ugly, or
Mhm.
like, oh, I don't like when you do your hair like that. I think sometimes you guys think
That we're tougher.
that we're
That you're tougher
tougher
than
than we are, but I think that like guys per capita will take that and feel insecurity about that for a year. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And I think that
Do I ever make you feel insecure about your looks?
no, because I don't think you
I just
nitpick.
think I make you feel insecure about your purchases in life. What you buy.
Yeah, or you know, maybe sometimes like, yeah, maybe that. But what I'm saying is that it's sometimes not. It's not what you say. It's what you don't say. Does that make sense?
Are you trying to tell me something?
No. I'm not trying to tell you something. I'm just saying like I'm.
I literally feel like I tell you look hot every day.
No.
Jordan.
No.
I do
You
too.
did at the lake house, which you mentioned on the last
I
episode.
told you yesterday. See,
I'm telling you, this is what I'm saying. Listen, I'm not saying it's your fault. I'm saying we're bottomless pits.
We were walking up here
of
and
need.
We were walking
for
up here.
affirmation.
Listen, we were walking up here and you changed. I go, oh my gosh, you look so nice.
Oh, you did say that.
See, you don't even remember the times.
True.
I literally think I say something
True.
once a day
True.
about you.
I'm going to start listening. My ears are big and wide and open. I'm going to start receiving it.
Or I'll say, oh my gosh, babe, you look so hot.
Okay.
Or I'll say it indirectly and I'll be like, never mind.
Yeah.
You know what? When's the last time you told me I look beautiful? Okay. Okay.
I know. We both need to do it better. I understand.
Texas House Bill 186 aims to prohibit children under 18 from using social media platforms by requiring age verification and allowing verified parents to request account deletion. It also mandates the deletion of personal information used for verification purposes and prohibits the collection or use of information from a child's account, making violations actionable deceptive trade practices. I have literally no idea what I just read. The bill has passed the House and will head to the Senate. Wait, you don't have to be 18 to use it. Like, how old do you have to be now?
13. Yeah, so they're trying to like limit it, but it's kind of like going on an alcohol website. You know, it says you have to be 21 and over, and it's like,
yes.
Yeah, I was born in 1901 for sure. You know, like, so I don't think it's like I don't know. I don't know if it's the role of the government to say whether you can access their site or not. I really don't know.
Ooh, hot take.
It's like, I feel like you have to be measured across the board. And I just don't know if that's the government's job.
It's like more of a parent's job.
Yeah. It's like parents and it's like private citizens, but I don't know. I think it's a private sector issue, not a public sector issue. I just don't personally, I don't think the government does really anything typically that well. And so it's like, you're now going to jump into putting laws in place that like, I can or can't access social media.
Yeah.
It's just like, it seems a little tyrannical.
Yeah.
Even if it's for a good cause.
Yeah. It is also interesting. Like, you could be driving a car, but not have social media. I don't know why that's so weird to me.
Yeah. But then it's like, should you let like kids smoke earlier or buy alcohol earlier? You know?
I know.
I just don't know. It's like, it's all kind of arbitrary.
Yeah.
Because it's like, or is it the parents' role in the home to introduce alcohol when they see fit for their children, drink in a safe space, and then educate them on like, hey, should you really be doing this, you know, or not? Like,
but
does the restriction of it make it illegal and taboo, which then creates problems for kids wanting to sneak away and do it? And then it's like,
that's what's so hard about these things too, is like, if it was normal that like, or, you know, illegal to have social media when you were younger than 18, then it would make it a lot easier as a parent to say no.
I know.
But if everybody else is doing it because it's legal and you're the only parent that says no, well, then you're just that annoying parent. And then they're going to go off and sneak and do it behind your back.
I know.
So it's like the only answer is like move out to a farm and homeschool your kids. Don't socialize them.
I think you're close to that. I think you're inching there.
I don't know. Well,
it's been a fun week.
It's been a fun week.
We gave you 2 episodes this week. 1 great, 1 okay. I'll let you decide which was which.
No, we love you guys.
We're gonna go pee in front of each other.
Please note that this episode may contain paid endorsements and advertisements for products and services. Individuals on the show may have a direct or indirect financial interest in products or services referred to in this episode.